Prepare for lots of swearing.
Okay, I'm gonna go on record here for a little bit. I do not dislike Dinobot as a character. As a character, yeah, he's pretty cool. Heroic, lives by honor, and all that typical superhero bullshit. But Kingdom Dinobot is bullshit. Don't buy it. I hate it. Let me tell you why.
Let me go on record by stating that I have tousled with Dinobot toys before. Like 4 or 5 years ago, I did have a bootleg of a Dinobot toy. I think it was the original, but just a weird blue recolor. So I know what I'm dealing with here. But when people said this was a great figure and that it was masterpiece quality, I was excited to get it. These motherfuckers lied to me. What we actually got is probably one of the worst Voyager class figures I think I've handled in a really long time. Now, don't get me wrong, his posing's great, but it comes at a compromise with, yet already 1 minute in, we're already talking about the QC issues. This guy has one loose foot, and you think, one loose foot? Well, he still has the other foot, right? Wrong. This foot literally depends on the whole figure. If not, posing is going to be a real pain, and it only works right here because it is only being cooperative on camera. It wants to look good for the people. I credit it that, but I'm only giving it credit for that. Articulation, though, is pretty solid and one of the best of the line, but we still got a waist waggle. What? And a foot dingle. Oh, whatever. And even more QC. Paint bleeding on the dino head. I think that's a paint chip or plain bead. And some paint chip on the thighs of the figure. Keep in mind, I rarely touch this thing because I don't really like it as much. And those were out of the box. And then the eyebrows also got paint chipping. God damn it. There's no winning with this thing. You either lose or the figure loses as well, and you just feel bad for it and you want to go throw it out. I'm not going to complain about the back because, birds gotta fly, fish gotta swim. But what I am going to complain about is the sword. Now, the sword doesn't look too bad. The color is really, really, really purple. I think it's because on the box it's supposed to simulate a blast effect, but that's kind of stupid. And even when you close it up for the Dino mode, it doesn't even cover the whole bit. It still leaves a piece out. Why? Just cover it up. It doesn't take that much plastic, trust me. But you can get some pretty cool poses out of this thing. But didn't you call Optimus Prime a masterpiece? What do you gotta say about this then, huh? That had issues. I take back what I said. That thing was actually kind of garbage, and I kind of wish that I hadn't messed with that thing and called it a masterpiece. Now I take back what I said about that. But it was still good. But sizing with this guy, he's not small, he's not big, he's perfect. Right where he needs to be. But you see that he has a tail accessory that kinda, doesn't close. Also kinda scares me. Now let's get on to that absolutely wretched piece of shit dinosaur mode. While transformation is fun, the finished product is not. This thing's got some major flaws here that I'm just gonna lay out right on the table. First off, he's really wide. Second off, visible leg syndrome, visible chest syndrome, not closing of flaps on the legs where you could see the innards of the figure. This is what you call a masterpiece dinosaur mode? Looks like Hasbro designed this at like a pub in Ireland. This thing's bad. And the bottom too. Oh my god, it looks like a Michael Bay accent chain. Oh, it's terrible, and the purple tip sticks out, and everything about this is just bad. I leave it in robot mode and never touch it. But yeah, even with the tail, which is a parts forming piece, I'm not going to complain about it because, Dinobot's supposed to parts form that. The show didn't really give a nice answer. It was kind of bullshit most of the time. But yeah, just look at that. Just even with me fixing it to the grooves, it still doesn't work at all. And let's talk about the paint, which is supposed to be good. No, it's not. It's a really, really ugly blend of this like light poop brown and like sandy white that I don't think he ever had to this extent. I know it was those colors, but damn, if this is what Hasbro's putting out, I'm scared about what they're gonna come out with next. Okay, deep breaths, deep breaths. Size actually with the dinosaur mode is pretty good. I think it looks good with anything else. But I'm done complaining for today. I need to go take some pills. But if you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, follow me on Twitter, maybe Instagram. I don't really post on Instagram, mainly on Twitter. But, you know, do everything. Make sure you do it. Go do it now. That's been all for me. My name is Omega Toys, and I will see you all later. So how do I come back after a month-long hiatus, almost a month, and reviewing one of the worst figures in my collection? Well, that's simple. Review one of the best.